So the garden's growing. These are some plants from Bonnie Plants. These ones are Cherokee Purple. Heirloom tomatoes. They look like they'd be pretty fucking awesome. Anyway, I ordered 4 of them. This one came, these were too close together, the roots, to pull them apart, so I just separated them a little bit, and they came with 2 more in there that I was able to separate, so I put those in the cup. I made all this soil myself, perlite, and I mixed cocoa coir with some already made potting soil, and then I added some extra perlite. These are Blackberry plants. I ordered 2, they gave me 3, so that's cool. Same company. And these are small ones, so I'll go from this pot to one bigger than this once the root system's there, and it'll be in a pot about twice this size, and they'll stay there and they'll produce blackberries for me. Made a little garden thing here. I wanted to test this out. I got this from Yoshinoya. I got some rice and vegetables and beef in it, and you know what? This is awesome. I put a couple holes like I used to when I used to grow weed, and put some holes underneath, and I made this soil. So it's staying wet inside, so that means that's good. I'm gonna germinate some cherry tomato seeds in there, and I'll put those somewhere else so they don't cross with the Cherokee, but I don't really care if they do. They're heirloom, but we'll see. And then let's go over here, and still got my grapefruit. It's actually holding more fruit than it did last year, so they were right about it being the second year. I mean, I'm getting fruit on here, so that's cool. And the soil went down a bit, so I was gonna pull it up and put some new soil in the bottom and around the sides, but I'm gonna have to let it go because they're already fruiting. This one, I don't know, these are looking a little like ready to fall off, yellow, so I don't know. This is the mandarin orange, so I think it might be one too crowded, and also you can see the soil is way down there, so I'm gonna definitely pull this one out of this container, clean around the sides, trim some of the roots, and put some on the bottom so it brings it up, and then I'll put some Super Thrive in there to see if it'll help this plant. This is the strawberries. They're starting to get a couple things. They are June bearing, I think. What kind is it? These are Chandler. Yeah, I better keep that and do something with it. I gotta clean up the cactus. I don't know what it is. I think this is just calcium buildup from, look, see how it just comes off from the water hose or something. So I'm gonna clean that up and put that in a bigger pot because it's way too small. This one has a lot of different fruits on it, but again, you see some of them are yellow and some of them are really green, but you can see again it's dropped down like 3 inches. So I want to clean this one up and put some in the bottom of this one. I'll risk losing some of the stuff, but there's too many that are yellowed, and that can be from overwatering, holding too much water, whatever. So I want to add some perlite to it, and I want to add some cocoa coir, and I got some compost, so I'll mix my own. This is a new addition. This is a lemon tree. I like Eureka, so I got a Eureka tree And this pot had like an avocado tree in it or something, but somebody didn't pull the plug out of the bottom, so it didn't have any drainage. So it killed their tree, so they put it out on the street with this nice thing on it, and it had organic soil in it. So I added a little perlite and some food to it, some worm castings, and some starter fertilizer for the roots, and then I put some vegetative liquid fertilizer on it in water so that it'll start growing roots quicker. This is the plumeria. It's a little beat up. This one's pretty beat up. So I think what I'm gonna do on this one is I'm gonna cut these like right here and over here, and I'm gonna get you know, this has flowers on it. This will get flowers. So if I cut it this off and this, and then, you know, do a cut like down, let me see, down here, then I'll have this full stick here. It's like 20 inches, and I could do it here and over there. Get rid of this one, just snap it off. It's got some new growth, so we'll see. It's flowering. I'm gonna water it and put some stuff in it and let it bloom, and then when all this stuff starts to fall off, then I will, because it got some new leaves, you know, so I may as well leave it for now. But it doesn't look good. I don't like it, so I'm gonna put some more soil in there. I'm gonna do a bigger pot. I got some over there, so I'm gonna put this in a bigger pot, and just maybe this winter, you know, probably November or so, when it starts to fall, the leaves and all that, I'll just clip it all and make like 6 trees. Then I trim this one up here. It's way too small of a pot for it, but you know, so I gotta up pot that. And then I got some trays here. I got some for up there too. And then this is the other plumeria. This is my favorite one. So this one looks great. Maybe because it doesn't get as much sun, so maybe I'll put the other one over there, to where it stops getting sun at like 1 o'clock. We get sun during the day, and then that's it. And I got some earthworm castings. These are fabric pots. These are 7 gallons, so I can do some stuff in there. I'm gonna come out here. I went to the 99-cent store today, and I got some things, and I'm gonna build a DIY easy clone. But you know, normally little pots like this with holes all in them will run you like $8 or something, or for whatever it is, like 20 of them or something. This one has 20 in it. I think that's 20. Yeah, 20 piece. And it was $2. So I'm gonna use these and drill some holes in a 5-gallon bucket and make a hydroponic rooting thing, so that I can clone some of the branches on my mandarin orange. And then I got some weed control fabric, $1.50 for 15 feet, 5 yards, 5.5 yards, whatever. So it's like whatever, 17.5 feet for $1.49. I'm gonna be making some wooden planterns. So, and I got this a little bit longer stick, so I can get in and water the plants a little bit better. Got some shears for $1.49. That's pretty good. And I got 4 of these for the tomatoes. I don't know how well these are gonna work, but I figured for $2 each, $8, I'll try it, because the other ones at Harbor Freight and all that, the big strong ones, are like $14 a piece. So I'm gonna get those. And then I got this watering thing. I'm gonna use a filter to make my water solution with my organic excuse me. I'm gonna be using organic stuff to food. So and it's liquid, so I figured I would do that. So that'll fit the hose in there, and then I'll just add the stuff and swish it around. There's some containers, and what I did was I was looking for some mulch. Somebody told me where I can get some mulch, right? And I ended up going over there, and they didn't have mulch, but they did have compost. So I filled up that 13-gallon trash bag. I put the trash bag liners in there, and this is just full of mulch, and it's a little bit dry, so that's full of it. I filled that up. I put that in the bag, and I filled it up 3/4, so it was basically what comes in that bag, the amount of potting soil, so 1.5 yard or whatever it is. So I put that much in there, and then I just shook it down to the bottom, and I did the same thing with all of these, where I went to that about maybe 12 gallons worth, and then I pulled it up. So each one of these will do whatever it is, 1.5 yards. What is it? 1.5 cubic feet. So that's cool. I have the cocoa core bricks, so one of these with 1/2 brick or something, and it'll double the amount. And then I got perlite and some other stuff, so I'll be making my own soil for a lot cheaper. It'll cost me well, it'll basically cost me 1/3 of what it was costing me before. So a bag of potting soil was about $14.95, and the compost there is free, so that's 50% of what a potting mix is comprised of, or 40%. 40% cocoa core, which is this right here, and these came in big bricks, and this is one brick. One brick is like the equivalent of maybe 2 of those bags. So one brick, and so $5 for the 1/2 brick, and then the compost, and then you put perlite, which I bought this giant size bag of, and so basically 1/2 of that is about 5 gallons or something like that. So you'd put 1/2 5 gallon of perlite, and then you're going to put 5 and 5 gallons on the 5 gallons of that cocoa core, 5 gallons of the compost, and then put a little bit of food, which I got right there. And then depending on what I'm going to do, either fruit trees, put a cup of this in there, or you could put 1/2 cup if you want, or this one for tomatoes. So be all organic. And then I'll be using this right here, which is what I use for growing pot, but I'll be putting this in when I feed it along with Maxi Grow, and then I always use that in veg state, and then this will be more for the bloom or whatever, but I'll put some in there. It's slow release, so if I put that in there and I use this when I water, then it'll help them grow really fast in veg. And then in 2 months I'll add some more Dr. Earth to whatever it is, and they'll go into bloom at that point. And yeah, that's a little update. I got Super Thrive. Super Thrive helps with the rooting systems and getting them going. Once the roots are fully grown, I don't put this in no more. But from my experience, Super Thrive helps them. Fox Farm helps it. Maxi Grow helps it grow leaves. Like this helps it grow leaves really good. This gives it a lot of nourishment. 644. And then the Super Bloom, or Super Thrive, sorry. Super Thrive helps it get the roots going really well. So I'll be doing this and this right here when I water them, and I'll be putting this in like once a month with the organic natural on it, just so that it gives it enough nutrient. And that'll be that. Yeah, Super Thrive is pretty good. I like it. Anyway, that's that little update on what I'm doing. Talk to you later. Have a great day.